Has long been the economic engine of Europe, but the motor has been sputtering for years now, and the country has even been in recession. The current government is trying to jumpstart new initiatives to accelerate economic growth now. Lars Halter is with Deutsche Welle and is joining me from Berlin to talk about it. Good evening to you, Lars. What kind of government initiatives are you hearing are in the pipeline?
Yeah, indeed. You know, Chancellor Friedrich Merz here has called for his entire cabinet to meet at a two-day meeting here. And as that meeting started, there was a lot of talk about bureaucracy and efficiency, or rather the lack of efficiency these days between rules and regulations on the federal level. Companies here have to also deal with a lot of EU regulation and also with an immense amount of documentation of processes. All that has been criticized for years. It has all been crippling the economy here, has cost businesses a lot of money, and now the government, in this effort to jumpstart the economy again, wants to make things more efficient. And there are at least two initiatives on the agenda at a two-day meeting here that the government is holding as we speak. Two items on the agenda that are giving businesses some hope. One is to shut some government agencies or parts of agencies that have just been growing for decades and have led to agencies seemingly becoming more restrictive, if only to justify their very own existence. A smaller administrative body, of course, would also save some money, could eventually possibly allow for lower taxes. But the other idea actually might show results even faster, and that would be improved digitalization and implementing AI in all this, of course. Now, Germany is sadly far behind some other countries when it comes to digitalization, and that also has been slowing things down, including, for example, the planning and the building of new plants. So they're working on new initiatives here to generally just speed up processes.
All right. And Lars, what do businesses and industries feel about the government's likely moves, and do they also have some suggestions?
Yes, they do, and I gotta tell you, corporate Germany so far is enthusiastic about the new government initiative, so much so that over 100 companies now have signed on to a project called Made for Germany, and that is an initiative where those companies pledge major investment over the next 3 years. Among those are Germany's biggest lender, Deutsche Bank, but there's also Siemens, as well as some other great industrial companies, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, media, high-tech companies, of course. All in all, they're pledging investment of 735 billion euros within the country, and that is massive. It is actually more than the 500 billion euros that the Merz government has already pledged to invest in infrastructure. And they're saying that their own investment is also meant just to show their faith in the German economy recovering soon. And they are hoping that besides investing in the grid, in roads and services and general infrastructure, this investment clearly moves Germany and the German economy forward. Generally, they want to combine this with what Chancellor Merz calls an autumn of reforms, and companies right now are very positive and very optimistic. They see that there's a lot of ideas out there. However, we'll have to see which of those ideas will actually become reality.
All right, so far so good. Sounds good. Let's hope it all works out. Thanks a lot for joining us for the moment, Lars Halter.